Hey everyone, today is Friday, the 2nd of December. I'm having an off day. Um, do you ever have something or a series of some things happen to you that are really bad? I mean, bad on the whole personal scale of things. Like they're the things that you define years by. Um, but you ever have several of those happen at one time? It's it's I distinctly believe that everybody has a different threshold for things. Everyone has a different threshold for pain, joy, how much whipped cream they can eat in a single sitting with just a spoon and the tub of Cool Whip. Uh, you know, how much one person can eat is very different from how much another person can eat. My allergies are different from, say, your allergies, if you have any. So, it goes along that thought process that there's only so much uh, um, trouble someone can handle, so much pain, so many issues someone can handle before it really messes them up, if you will. There's only so many potato pancakes I can eat before I get indigestion. Yeah, it was last night. Uh, so I mean, there's only so many painful events that someone can handle before they literally just have to step away and say, that's it, I'm done for a while. And I've been kind of that way for a while now. Uh, there happens to be a lot of, I think everyone goes through a series of painful events that makes them go, what the hell's the point? And I've been staring at that question squarely uh, for a lot of days in the past couple of years. And I've been running from it for longer, uh, which is why I have all the gameplay. It's definitely a lot more satisfying to hit achievements when they're easier to see, and to handle pain when it's quantifiable through the number of hit points you have. So it's certainly easier to recover from such things. Healing potions, or spells, what have you. Special abilities, powers. Um, but yeah, I'm having a bit of a rough day. And it's all up here. And I'm not going to go into the details because that would probably be uh, heavily biased and probably wouldn't solve anything. And yeah, um, it's certainly an odd thing to read or participate in all of these worlds where you have to take a stand against the thing that scares you the most. You have to step up and confront your fear, push away anger, hatred, pettiness, jealousy, immaturity, and all these things to get the job done. And when the day is done, you should feel better. You will be rewarded, and all these things. And you see this time and again, especially in Star Wars with the Jedi. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no passion, there is serenity. Um, there is no chaos, there is harmony. You know, I left out the knowledge one intentionally. Um, yeah, okay, fine. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. Happy? There is no death, there is the Force. Blah blah blah. Anyways, the the thing is, they talk about. But like Dune, fear is the mind killer. Star Wars, fear leads to anger, leads to hate, blah blah blah, and that leads to suffering. And the real problem is it's easy enough to quantify it. It's easy enough to talk about it. Words. It's easy enough to quantify it in games. Dark side points, light side points. It's easy enough to identify things in conversations when you're given multiple choice. Light side versus dark side, Paragon versus Renegade and Mass Effect. But when it comes to your daily life, it's harder to make these observations unless you're, hindsight is 2020, I suppose. Or these days, I suppose, with corrective vision, you can get 2010. Um, and honest to God, I don't know where the hell I was going with that. This is a side effect of not having a script or anything. But it's easy enough to talk about it, to explain about it, to theorize about it, but it's really hard to actually live it. Like giving money to a beggar. In this area, Washington, D.C. area, they're not necessarily beggars. There are, oddly enough, people who choose to be homeless. And, I mean, good on them. It's what they want, fine, I'm happy. I'm a poor, out-of-work college student, essentially, so I can't exactly afford a lot. And I feel bad about that every damn time. Oh, look, the Fraternal Order Police are calling. Oh, they want money from someone who doesn't have an income. Awesome. Chesapeake Bay Foundation. Awesome. I mean, people go door to door. Hey, you want to buy new windows? Can't afford them right now. So it's all very overwhelming. And it burns a fella out after a while. Or if you started burned out, it definitely leaves you nothing but a pile of carbon ash. So, yeah, it's been a rough while now. And I need to reset my alarm clock because apparently when I set it forward some time this morning, I actually changed the time on the clock. It's 30 minutes fast now. Until next time.